This is Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello, I am Samir Mohammed, your host for this hour's news. First, Somalia. Somalia's Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mohammed Adan, held talks with Turkish Ambassador Alper Aktas, focusing on the strengthening bilateral trade, boosting investment opportunities, and expanding industrial cooperation. Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to enhancing cooperation and advancing mutual economic goals, focusing on development of Somalia's domestic trade and industry. The Swiss town of Neuchâtel on Tuesday handed over to South Africa 3 artifacts that had spent more than a century in one of its museums. The set of 30 divining bones and a woven basket, a bull's foot bone used as an amulet, and a walking staff were purchased by Swiss missionary and ethnographer Henry Alexander Junud. The items came from the regent of Nukna chiefdoms, Shulubana royal family, with whom Junud had become close friends. They were then brought back to Neuchâtel in northwest Switzerland. Neuchâtel today handed over to South Africa 3 objects of symbolic and religious significance that had been housed in the collections of Ethnographic Museum of Neuchâtel for over a century, the town said in a statement. The return of these artifacts to their country of origin attests to the excellent state of relations between Switzerland and South Africa. Experts highlight research and innovation as the cornerstones for boosting Africa's agricultural productivity. Experts have reaffirmed that research, science, and innovation remain central to transforming Africa's agriculture and ensuring sustainable food security. Dr. Mahama Odrago, former director of the Department of Education, Science and Technology and Innovation at the African Union, emphasized that agriculture is vital for Africa's economic growth, contributing significantly to national GDPs and serving as a key driver of poverty reduction. He noted that improving productivity requires a strong focus on science, technology, and innovation to develop better seed varieties, enhance soil fertility, improve fertilizer and pesticide use, and strengthen water management systems. Dr. Odorago stressed that adopting modern technologies and evidence-based approaches is the most effective way to ensure Africa's agricultural systems becomes more resilient and productive.
Science, technology, and innovation are the key. It's the best approach to ensure that we can have all the technology required for agricultural productivity. And we require science and technology and innovation to ensure that we have really the best technology to assure that agricultural productivity we need for Africa.
Supporting this view, Professor Abdullahi Abbas Yakubu, director of the Center for Agriculture and Pastoral Research at Usmanu Dadofudio University in Nigeria, highlighted that research must be continuous and adaptive. It's only through sustained research that Africa can unlock its agricultural potential, discover new opportunities, and achieve optimal productivity, he said.
Research will help agricultural security, particularly in Africa, very well. As far as Africa is concerned, there are a lot of potentials. It is only through research that we will be able to harness these potentials that we have.
Both experts called for greater investment in innovation ecosystem to drive Africa's agricultural transformation and food sovereignty. The UN's top envoy in the Central African Republic said Tuesday that the peace process has regained momentum following a ceasefire agreement signed in April, but warned that upcoming budget cuts could undermine progress. The peace process has regained momentum and witnessed significant progress since the 19th April ceasefire agreement facilitated by Chad and signed between the Central African government and the two most active armed groups in the country, said Valentin Rugwabiza, Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for the CAR, in remarks to the Security Council. Rugwabiza, who is also the head of the UN peacekeeping mission, said the implementation of the April agreement, along with disarmament and demobilization operation, have translated in tangible security gains in several areas. She described the December 28th presidential, legislative, region and municipal election as a turning point to extend and consolidate state authority as well as anchor institutional stability. The Southern African Development Community and Germany will convene bilateral negotiations on development cooperation from November 5 to 6, 2025 at the SADC Secretariat headquarters in Gaborone, Botswana. The negotiations provide an opportunity for both SADC and the German government to reflect on issues of mutual interest with a view to strengthen cooperation toward regional integration, poverty eradication and sustainable development. Both SADC and Germany enjoy a history of cooperation and partnership that is anchored in mutual respect, shared priorities and a common vision for peaceful, prosperous and resilient Southern Africa. Since 1992, the German government has consistently supported the implementation of the regional integration agenda through dedicated support on regional economic integration, transboundary water management, sustainable natural resource management, and institutional capacity building, both at the regional level and at the level of SADC member states. The upcoming negotiations will serve as a platform to review progress, align priorities, and commit new funds in line with German priorities and the regional indicative strategic development plan. Now to business headlines. Uganda has launched the Uganda Business Center in the United Arab Emirates to help exporters and small and medium-sized enterprises access Gulf markets. The announcement was made by Ambassador Kibedi Zaki, Uganda's envoy to the UAE, during the opening of the 4th Uganda-UAE Business Forum in Kampala. The Uganda Business Center, established by the Uganda Embassy in Abu Dhabi and the General Consulate General in Dubai, will operate as one-stop hub for exporters. It will offer market access support, certification guidance, export readiness, training, and business networking. The initiative seeks to address long-standing challenges such as limited information, inconsistent quality, and weak coordination among Ugandan traders targeting Gulf markets. Ambassador Kibedi said the new center will support exporters, SMEs, by helping them expand markets, improve product standards, and gain market intelligence. Trade between Uganda and the UAE has grown from $600 million in 2018 to $2.85 billion in 2024, making the UAE Uganda's top export destination. The Algerian oil company Sonatrach Libya branch has resumed its exploration activities in Block 96/2 of the Gadames Basin in mid-October, following a suspension that lasted more than 10 years. The National Oil Corporation confirmed that Sonatrach will proceed with completing drilling operations at the exploration well, reaching a depth of 8,090 feet. The targeted final depth is approximately 8,440 feet. According to the NOC, the well is located in the Gadames Basin near the Libyan-Algerian border. It lies about 100 kilometers from the Wafa field and roughly 800 kilometers southwest of Tripoli. Sonatrach signed the exploration and production sharing agreement with the National Oil Corporation in 2008, acting as the operator under that framework. Tunisia's olive oil production this season is likely to increase by 50% from last year to a record 500,000 tons, which will provide support to the country's fragile economy and bolster its top export industry. Naja Saidi Hamed, head of the Olive Producers Chamber, told Reuters that the harvest is expected to be around 500,000 tons due to good rainfall this season. This record output could consolidate Tunisia's place among the world's top olive oil producers, a commodity that has seen growing interest from both consumers and investors. That's it for this hour. Goodbye.